Hello, my name is Alessandro Rocco Pietrocola and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, together with my friends Thomas, welcome.
Thank you very much.
We will discuss how to get out of the rat race. Both of us have a lots of followers and supporters that keeping asking us to share our experience. We both of us are not coming from a very wealthy family or noble family, so we kind of work our ass off,
to say the least.
Yeah. So we just ready to share what was our experience. By the way, if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, just smash the button now and subscribe. So let's
get right to it, Alessandro.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to be here and thanks for having me, as always.
My pleasure.
So, Alessandro, a lot of people, there are so many topics that we can cover when it comes to getting out of the rat race, but I think we should, just speak briefly about our own experience, because that's what people value the most, not having any precise script for this. I'll take lead on this and I'll just say that a lot of people are talking about luck. That you're super lucky, you just got lucky and nothing else. So in this way, what I feel that they're doing is they're trying to take off of some of the responsibility for their own life, and they explain it by luck. So in this way, it's not their problem, it's that their life hasn't given them any luck. I want to see if you agree with me that luck is a very superstitious thing. It's like,
absolutely.
It's like a fairy dust, which is, maybe it somehow exists, but
it's like a cherry on the cake, but if the cake is not done properly, it won't help you.
Right, that's the thing. It's a very, very good metaphor. I like it very much. And it actually is explaining what I'm trying to say very well, because it's just so many other people, yourself including. When you're starting from the bottom, you're not exactly hoping, some people maybe do, I don't know, you're not hoping to get lucky by, bumping into Elon Musk and accidentally saving his life from him slipping on a piece of banana peel or something, and then he says, oh, Thomas
Thank
or
you.
Alessandro, I owe you my life, here's $1 billion. Maybe some crap like this happens in life, maybe to one person in every 10 years. But in reality, those are what usually people call luck, are those small steps and opportunities that you use. And in my opinion, depending on your circumstance, but 99% of people have some opportunities that they're missing.
Absolutely. I think that you told a very interesting word. It's more about opportunity than the luck. Of course, being in the correct moment, in the right moment with the right mindset, and in that specific situation, it may be a result of you succeed, but you should get ready for it. So you should work on it and be ready to catch each single opportunity every time. I think that the majority of people are thinking as one huge step, like to exit the rat race, but it's
unicorn right away.
Like unicorns right away. So if I go in business, I should be $1 million business. But there are lots of steps, and also it's a question of mindset. When you decide to go from an employee mindset to an entrepreneur mindset to an investor. Yeah. So it's like
those are logical steps.
Absolutely, like three main steps what you will do, and it may take time. For some people can be 5 years, 10 years. So you don't need to rush, you don't need to think that everything will happen tomorrow, but you should get ready every day to do one step forward to your target and goal.
Absolutely. And that's, when I remember myself 10 years ago, when I didn't really have that very much experience. And even when a few years back from that, when I was in the United States, just flipping furniture, electronics, computers and cars even, doing some, speculative business. And for me, I felt like the luckiest man in the world, and I could never even imagine that I could have done anything bigger. But I was always open-minded. So when I came to the United States and I was studying and I was working my ass off in the speculative business, how did I get into it? My first job was in a library. I was a librarian, like a student librarian, and I was actually fired from library because I wasn't doing dick. I wasn't doing anything because there was no potential to grow, and I was getting like maybe $800 a month, so it was a part-time job. And then I just started looking around, and I spotted that a lot of people are ready to sell me their phones cheaper than the fair market value. So I would keep buying everything from my friends, and then I would have Craigslist advertisements, and I would just see the opportunity. It was a small one. I mean, flipping phones, how big of an opportunity is this? But I noticed it, and I wasn't thinking that I'm too important to do it. And I was making, at the age of like 16, 17, and I did a separate video on it before in the YouTube channel, I was making like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month, just flipping electronics and cars. And on Sundays, I had a van. I was picking up some furniture that was given out for free, and I would clean it, restore it a little bit in my small storage unit outside of New York, and I would sell it. So I mean, I wasn't ready. I wasn't afraid to do it.
Yeah, that is very important, to not be afraid, and to. I feel sometimes many people say, no, this is not good because my family will not like what I will tell to my friends. But sometimes I'm always for whatever it takes to achieve your dream. So if you want to really escape from rat race and you really want to switch your mindset from being an employee to be an entrepreneur, at least as first step of your career, then you not need to give importance about what exactly you are doing. Whatever let you make money, give you possibility to save something, it's worth to do, to study, to improve your skills, and to move forward.
Right, so you have to be the fish that swims against the stream.
Absolutely, yeah. Maybe your friends say, okay, it's not good, it's very bad to flipping electronic. I have many experience at the very beginning when I was still studying. I did thousands of jobs in the sales, but it was very, very important because for me, sales, the skill of selling, and all what is around about flipping, marketing, advertising, it's a very important, I would say, fundamental skills when you grow and go big in the business, because you always keep selling your
right.
So you don't need to feel, oh, I flipping electronic, or like in my case, like I sell some
should
electronic.
Never feel any regret for what you're doing, right? In one of your stories recently, I saw that some guy said that the hardest milestone is $100,000. The first 100K.
Yeah.
And to be honest, this is, for most people, it's an unachievable thing to have. I mean, with $100,000, you cannot really do that very much, but in my opinion, it still is, so I agree with that story of yours, it still is a hard place to get in the very beginning, and certainly is a hard thing to preserve, and even harder to actually multiply it. But having 100,000 to play with and to work with, it's actually a lot, of course, easier to propel yourself forward, and as we just spoke, use further opportunities. So once again, just going back a little bit to my story, that I was flipping cars and electronics and that kind of stuff, and then I moved on to the next thing, then to the next one, and then I had some money saved up, so I met the person who taught me how to invest money and how to trade with hyperactive high-risk strategies. So I had money and the mindset.
Opportunity, but you was getting ready for that opportunity many years. Same situation. It's not a luck. You was working every day hard, saving the money. Even if you have not a clear idea of what you will be, anyway, pay yourself first. Save part of what you're doing to grow up was the key to.
And when the opportunity,
you go to the next step.
You must always save money. It's like a Bible for me. I remember when I was, even in the beginning, when I was becoming successful in trading, I wouldn't really spend that very much money. I mean, I would be very conservative. I would live in a very simple apartment having a few €100,000. And I mean, it was very simple for me because this is something I treated it as a tool. And as something that if any other opportunity would present itself, which at the time it didn't, I would be ready to take it. And that's what a lot of people do, they make good money.
And they spend all the way home.
They spend everything. They go to Starbucks, they go drinking twice a week, they lease an expensive car that they cannot afford to buy with cash. They rent an expensive apartment and they wear Gucci, Mucci and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
And so in the end of the day, they make $10,000 a month and they have nothing but a dick in their hands. So, and that just is, I mean, it's unexplainable. But
Absolutely.
then, even for people who are making lower wage, even €1,000 per month, what would you say? Saving, it's difficult. It will take a few years, but you would probably still say that these people should optimize their expenses even further.
Absolutely. I always suggest to everybody, especially my wake-up call, and whatever is your salary, your income, whatever you're doing, just open another bank account without card, without anything. Every time some money reach your bank account, take 10%, move in this account, never touch.
And it's difficult.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. But it doesn't matter. It can be $50. But in the moment where for you became an habit every month, then there is something what's switching in your brain, and you start to see the reality a bit different. And hopefully, with the times, the part you will manage to save will grow until the level that you save more than what you spend.
Yeah, that's the thing, so you start saving money, you're educating yourself in the process, which is extremely important. So you cannot just work a simple 9-to-5 job and have no interest in what's happening in the world and then wait for opportunities.
Of course.
You must be educated. You have to read news. You have to understand what's going on in the world. You should study things, take different courses, whatever it is. I mean, free ones,
now
maybe
with
some.
internet, there is a lot of opportunity. There is a lot of course of consultancy or whatever.
And
you can just, if you have no money, you can just even read. There is a ton of free information. Even on my blog, I publish a lot of free article of what is happening.
Right. So,
but
it's getting educated and developing on the daily basis. So, and then when you have a little bit of money and you understand what's going on in the world, when you see an opportunity and somebody comes and tells you that, listen, here is what I want to do, you will at least have some comprehension of if it's a good idea or if it's a rubbish idea. So you are not a horse that is just running forward without looking to the sides. You actually are aware of what is happening. And that is the key to not pissing away what you saved in the last, half a year, whatever. And when the opportunity comes, you will be ready to invest. So, and that's the thing. I mean, for example, even with the current crypto rally, if you would have saved up even, I don't know, like $2,000 and would have invested into crypto when I did it, you would have had at least 15x right now. That would be like $40,000 or like $30,000. And I mean, taking like 2K to 30K, exiting, and then looking for the next opportunity, and then finding a way to, maybe investing into an interesting company or into some kind of other business, and then turning those 30K maybe into 50K. And that's how you grow.
That's what the success is. Going from one opportunity to another opportunity.
From one to the next.
To the next, without losing your focus, without losing your interest. Even if something it doesn't go as you expected, no worries. Go on, nothing will happen. Keep to the next opportunity. And it's fundamental, because the people think, oh, I want to be rich, I want to reach 1 million. So they think like from now to 1 million, it's like one step. And but this opportunity, it means invest any opportunity and exit. But to invest the opportunity, you need to study, you need to know what is happening around you, and you need to understand where it's good to enter, where it's good to exit. And when you do good exit, you need to go to level up. And in the moment you level up, you have lots of experience in there, and like this and like this and like this. So it's really, really, I think, important to see the world in this way. And just to make the long story short, just whatever you receive, save 10%, study, improve your skills.
Take small steps.
Take small steps. I don't know, now there are a lot of things. You like to study to be a copywriter. You like design, you can do a lot of things in design. You like, I don't know, whatever is your passion, there are a lot of things what you can do. Many people say, but I work 8 hours. Okay, in the day there are 24 hours. So 8 hours you work, maybe 1 hour you spend at the gym, I don't know, 8 hours you sleep, you still have 7 hours.
Work on the business.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, Alessandro, good question. A lot of people, see me or you on the yachts in beach clubs and stuff. How many hours per day do you work? I mean, literally.
It's a very good question. It's easy, can reach 18 hours. Easy.
Because you work from morning till night.
Until night, and I'm working with different markets, so I really not have like some sort of...
And that's also the problem of many people. They think that, 7 hours is the maximum. After that, I must be relaxing. You're not going to get very far with this kind of... And that's the reason I'm bringing this up is because a lot of people have this paradox that wealthy people tend to work a lot more than poor people.
Much more. But if you, I can mention a lot of famous billionaires. Nobody's working 5 hours, 6 hours. It's impossible. I mean, it's impossible to do something in that amount of hours. So you need to go very long. But I don't feel as I'm working. I feel as I'm growing, and I'm really interested in what I'm doing. So for me, it's a huge motivation to
keep going. Because when you see that progress, you cannot stop. Even me right now at my age, with the amount of money I'm making, to be honest, with my desires and my things that I need in my life, I can stop working right now and I'll live a comfortable life. But since it's all going so well, why stop? It becomes so interesting. It becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah, that is also a question of mindset. Many people thinking to do like they win lottery and after to exit, but it's not how it should be, because if you and I think that if you arrive to be in the right moment with the right mindset and right opportunity, you don't feel yourself to retire.
Yeah.
This is a dream of the people who working
who hate their work.
You hate their work from paycheck to paycheck, and is lost in life. So he's thinking, oh, maybe if I will have 100,000, I will stop everything. But in the moment where you develop the right mindset and you meet different opportunity and you arrive to have $100,000 or whatever it's for you, it depends from the country. Some country can be 100,000, some other country can be $250,000. But I mean, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
For them, it's just okay. It's just the beginning. Okay, finally I achieved this target. Now we can start to play the real life.
The real game, yeah.
What for another one is, okay, it's I complete a target in life, is just for some other just the starting point. And that's what makes the difference in terms of growing.
You're right. Well, I think that this video is taking already very long. I think we can...
But the topic is wide.
It's a very wide topic, so we're always trying to squeeze in as much as we can. But I think as a part of inspiration, we can quickly and briefly tell our followers and subscribers both of our stories. For me, I started as so for a middle-class family, I started off in the United States with just speculative business. Then I went into investments when I was lucky enough and to take the opportunity of learning from an individual how to invest money. And that's what I've been doing for many years. Then I moved to recently, about a year ago, into education of teaching people how to do it. And that has been of tremendous success and is going to be a success, a greater success in the next, 10 years. And then there is another project that is associated with this that we're currently working on that is going to be an even bigger explosion. And then when you get into this kind of money, which is, a multi-million-dollar business, you are starting to meet people who are into a multi-million-dollar business. So that's exactly when your network starts to explode through the roof. And that's when, for example, just as an example, being a trader and understanding how to work and go around the markets and beat the market, you are capable of actually managing somebody's money with a long-term perspective, investments into venture capital, crypto portfolio, stock portfolio, etc. So it gives you the opportunity, in my case, to take that scalable step forward in the way of creating my own hedge fund, which we're going to be working on as well. So, and that will be, step from a multi-million-dollar business to a billion-dollar business, potentially. We'll see.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially. So, and this is in about like 10 years, step from flipping phones to a billion-dollar hedge fund project. Small steps, constantly learning, 12 to 18 hours work per day. It becomes a lifestyle. Even if I'm in a beach club, sometimes Sophie is, sunbathing, doing something fun, but I'm in the phone, I'm working. So I'm not even paying attention.
Same do I, and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. There is lots of small step, and also never compare yourself with others. Not that you're watching, say Thomas stayed 10 years, I'm 11 years, I'm done.
Yeah.
So everybody has his own time. Important that you keep moving. It doesn't really matter. You're just in competition with yourself, so not with others. Important that you are better self every day.
And the best way is to be the yes man. So when the opportunity arrives, it might be a crazy one, and if you don't know, you don't have much experience, you're not gonna have any experience unless you fucking try. So this is just empirically engraved in stone. So if you're gonna be saying no to everything, you will never meet new people. You will never get experience in business. You will never have a unicorn idea, and you will never take your $5,000 to $5 million. Never. So whenever somebody comes to you saying, oh, would you like to meet some new people? Always say yes. Go meet them, see who the hell they are. If you don't like the party, just bounce in 5 minutes if you see that they're a bunch of idiots. Somebody is offering you to listen to their business plan. Listen to it. Just see how people learn something.
So nowadays there are lots of opportunity, from drop shipping to design, to trading, to learning new skills, into copywriting. Course creation. Course creation is a huge topic. It can go from fitness to trading to the fintech. So if you really wanna do
YouTubing.
You do, exactly. And you have lots of time left in the day, so if you want to improve, you always improve. And I will tell you a bit more about my...
tell us your story.
My story, how I started. I born in Italy. I had an opportunity to go to study in UK, and I immediately took this opportunity, and when I arrived in UK, I was not party every day, but I understood that it was the biggest opportunity of my life to look around and to see what exactly I can do. And I know that it was not simple, so you can start with very simple job, and that was not care.
Alessandro, I'm sorry for breaking up your train of thought here, but I really wanted to remind you of that story you've told me about your first time when you arrived in the UK. Can you tell yours how many hours it took?
It was very crazy because I was not very fluent in English, obviously, at that time, and I'm quite old, guys. So that time was no mobile, there was no WhatsApp and all this technology. So I had the opportunity to be hosted by an Austrian family in the UK. It took me a while to understand even where they was located. So I kind of landed in Heathrow with my bag. And it took me around like 6 hours around London, because every time I stopped, phone asked him which stop, which underground, and they blah, 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 blah. So it took me a while, but anyway, I was very determined to make it happen. So it took me around 6 hours to reach the final destination from the airport, and to understand which underground but it was a very interesting experience. Yeah.
You were not afraid, you were ready to go and freaking do it.
Yeah.
So many people find reasons I cannot do it because this, that. Stupid reasons.
I never was afraid. I always, okay, let's do moving. Opportunity in UK, okay. Opportunity in Milano, okay, I go. Opportunity in Switzerland. I had many things. While I never say, okay, no, I'm settled, I'm lazy, I don't want to do. When Latvia joined European Union, okay, there was an opportunity because a lot of investors want to open a company in the Baltics and invest in the Baltics. Okay, boom, take and go. So that time it was also a bit different story.
Yeah.
But I used to travel a lot. I was in South America. I was in Asia, in Hong Kong. So I always try to take all the opportunity. I never say I'm too lazy. I don't want to learn. there is an opportunity to earn money and you have to learn how to program a website. Okay, I do it. There were an opportunity to learn new languages. I did it. That you have to learn how to write, how to copyright. So I always was very open to receive the opportunity what the world it's sending me. So I never put a barrier between.
Oh yeah.
And of course, I always want to be in finance. I at that time the fintech world probably was even not existing. But since I was like 13 or 14 years old, I always had the idea of being in finance, hopefully an hedge founder. But at that time, I was even afraid to pronounce the word hedge fund. It was something impossible, something so far from everything.
Look at you now.
But everything step by step.
Everything becomes a reality.
Absolutely.
If you believe in it enough and you take all the proper rational steps, something that seems unreal today becomes your reality tomorrow, and then something that seemed like complete, travel to the moon becomes a walk in the park. And you're like, fuck, if I can do this shit that I didn't believe in yesterday, who said I cannot get to something real serious? You can. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist. You have to be a hard worker and an opportunist. So somebody who is ready to take the bloody opportunity.
But I was listening and I was attending whoever I met. I always like to listen to your story. And even now, you told me you share your experience. I thought, Thomas, let's do something. It's very good. Your educational program. Let's do this. Let's associate. And it's constantly and it never ends because it's inside my personality. It doesn't matter if I will be $1 billion or $10 billion. My mindset is what I can do next. So because I enjoy the project, I enjoy to develop myself. I enjoy to meet right person. It's never a problem for me. So it's always I see as an opportunity. So if I meet a person and I can learn something from this person, for me it's an opportunity. And an opportunity to grow. And this is fundamental. It doesn't matter. I do $1,000 a month or 10 million. So it's the key in terms of mindset. Many people are afraid to take this opportunity, or they think, oh, okay, I earn enough, I don't want to anything else, I'm fine with that. And after something else happening, because in life, even if you have a good job, you can always lose job. Or if you are in the business, the market can change. Image, I don't know how the digital business happen and all the
you have
huge
to be aware
business.
of it.
I mean, everything can happen. So if you are not ready to change and to update yourself and to upgrade your way of thinking, you are pushed out. And this is not about to be pessimistic or...
It's just real.
It's just the reality how it is. So I'm not comment if it's right, if it's not, but the world doesn't care and is not sorry for you.
It doesn't owe you shit.
Absolutely. They don't care that you have this problem, that family like this, and you're born in this country, and that. So
you either lift your ass up and go do it,
or kick it out. So
or go cry somewhere in the other place, in the other room, and don't bother us. So that's just the way it is, and that's how I felt at some point in my life. I thought that a long time ago that I was thinking, I had a rough childhood at some point, and I thought, I was disadvantaged, so, life owes me something. And then when I had these thoughts, life kept kicking me lower and lower and lower, and I was just breeding negativity on negativity, and it just, at some point, had to change. And this is something that, flipping the switch is very difficult. A lot of people don't believe in the mentality and the correct mindset, something that, a separate topic really. But once you get to it and once you flip it and you stay strong and you wait for the effects to actually take place, it can take you 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Stay persistent. Like yesterday, we watched in the conference about Bolt, the $2 billion company. It was showing losses for 9 years. And now
but there was a vision. There was a vision. He knew what the hell he's doing. He believed in it. He could have failed like a million times. And it was showing losses for 9 years straight. Now, and now it's $1 billion company.
This is what I'm talking about, and this is exactly how life is.
So we try to cover and as much as we could in this video. I think it's already very, very long.
Oh yes, Alessandro, we can keep talking forever.
Hours.
So.
For hours, but it was really a pleasure to share our interesting stories. So was very happy to see you and have this talk with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
By the way, if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please smash the button now. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment if you wish we discuss with Thomas some particular topic, or if you have any kind of question, we will be very happy to reply. I will just leave in the description as well a link to my blog and to my consultation and to program what Thomas is offering. So you just, if you want to have a look. Thank you for watching and take care.